All right. Hello, and how is everybody doing today? I wanted to bring to you guys a really interesting product called OZmap. It's GIS mapping software for fiber optics networks, and it's got some really cool additional features, including an NMS and all sorts of tools involved with it. So I'm going to hand this off to Gina, and she's going to take you through this software, and she's going to show you a lot of the dashboard and other tools and whatnot. All yours.
Thanks. Thanks, Sarah. Well, thank you. I want to talk a little bit about OZmap. First of all, OZmap is a mapping and network management platform. Okay, help to the telecom to the utility companies to visualize, design, document, and manage their infrastructure. Okay. So first of all, I want to talk about what is OZmap and what you will see once you log in. And it's basically the map and all the structure about the network that you have. Okay, let's talk about the FTTH network, and you will see all the elements such as poles, boxes, handboxes, dots, just in this way. Okay, and we have an amazing tools, as Sarah told you, that it's called, for example, area for reporting, network expansion, and some stuff that I will be showing to you. First of all, I want to talk about the this menu where you will be able to create all the elements. For example, if you want to add a pole, a box, or a dog, you will be able to do it. And also, if you want to see what's inside the box, you will be able just to click and you will see all the connections inside. Okay, this is really important to you because sometimes when the technicians are on the field, they want to see the exact connections between the ports of the cables. So right here, you will be doing it like on the field, like it's on the field. And another stuff that you will be able to do in OZmap, it's for example, use the calculate power tool. If you want to work with the attenuations, you can just see how many power do you have right here, and you will see the arriving light and the output light. Okay, and this will help you to know if this construction or this box that you're putting on the field works well and allows the client to receive their internet. Okay. Also, we have some other tools, like for example, the OTDR. If I want to know if there's some optical rupture, we just can enter the distance provided by the OTDR, for example, 50 meters from some point. And right here, OZmap will tell you the exact point where this rupture may be, okay? And we can also work with a logical diagram, and this will be really helpful if you want your technicians know about all the structure from the cable to the first cable to the OLT. So for example, if I want to know from this point to the logical diagram to the left, which are the elements that I have connected, I just can generate this area and this report, for example, this diagram, and I will see right here all the connections from one point to the OLT. And I will see right here, for example, that this cable comes from this first port of the slot 4 of the OLT. And you will be able to export it into a PDF just to print it and give it to you, to your technician, for example. And also, if you want just to know what's going on inside this box, you will be able just to export it also in PNG file or PDF, okay? So we have another tool that it's called the QR code. And basically, if you want to print this code and put it inside the box of your network, you can just do it. And the technician with the OZmap app will be able to scan it. And the software will give you the exact point with the exact box and the connections inside. So basically, what I'm seeing right here in the office, just sitting in my computer, they will be able to see it on the phone. Okay. And if you make some modification from the cable, they will be seeing it in real time. Okay. So Another thing that we can do right here in OZmap, it's making an area for reporting. If you want to know how many material do you have or you will be spending on some project, you just need to make this area for reporting like this. And you will see all the information about how many material I'm going to take like in boxes, hand boxes, buildings, for example, cables in meters, clients, properties, poles, penancies, well, and all the equipment, because in OZmap, it's not only like you can see it in a visual way, but you can also work with the equipment inside, like the OTs, ODFs, as switches if you have splitters. We have many of these elements just right here. And as you can see, you can just customize them, okay? Like in this part, I have all these cables, but if you say, oh, I don't want this, I want my own type of cable, you just can create a new one, okay? And this process, you will be doing it and you will be able to do it like in the poles, the boxes, the buildings, and the OLTs. And as I told you, you can just work with the exact information, like how many clients I will be able to attend per port and the standard launch power per port. Okay, and also the number of slots. And it will look just like in the on the field. Okay, that's the whole point of OZmap, that you will be able to have all your information right here. And also we have this dashboard, and this will help you to manage the information about how is my project going, okay? If I am at some point making the construction, and if I want to know, okay, how is this box? How is the boxes? How is the cut? uh, how is the status implant? Okay,
What the status is.
what the status is.
Mhm.
Um, okay. If you want to know what the status is about the construction, I mean about the implanted, draft, not implanted, or certified, you will be able to see it right here. And not only like in the clients, for example, but also in the cables, the boxes, and in a general way, you will be able to see the service port occupancy, the phone port occupancy, and the equipment, okay? And also the poles. But something that's really interesting about this dashboard is that you will be able to see it, like, for example, in only one project, for example, this one. And I don't use this project a lot, but right here you will have the option to see the changes from the range you want. For example, if you had a project that maybe you want to know what's going on like in the last 90 days, you can just put it right here and you will see all the changes, okay? And right here, if I select all, I will see basically all my machine, all the information, okay? Like in the last 5 minutes. Also, we will have dependencies, and dependencies will help you to communicate with the field team. So, for example, if you have the technician on the field and you want them to know that they need to make an exact task at some point, just tell them by creating dependency, just right here. And for example, I need you to go to this box because maybe there's a rupture or you need to make some fusion right here at this point. You can choose the responsible. For example, I want to Wesley make this action. So I give this responsibility to him and he will be seeing this on their app. Okay. So this is the way how OZmap allows you to communicate to the team and to have all your information about all the network right here. You will also be able to create the clients and to give the client a port from the splitter. And if you want to create, for example, another splitter inside, you will be able. I mean, all that you can just create right here, you can just modify it later, okay? And also, we have this technology that's called the heat map. And it will help you in case that you want to build in some new zone that you probably don't have like occupancy or maybe boxes. So this heat map will ask you the feasibility period that you want to know about the, okay, I have boxes right here, or maybe I don't have right here, but some sales team is just asking, and OZmap has like this memory just to tell you, okay, in this last year, for example, I know that you were looking for some box right here, and probably at some point you don't have it, but you have a customer right here that's interested in having the service. So right here, when the map is blue, it's because maybe at some point we ask and we don't have any capacity to connect a client. But at some point, if the map is red, it means that maybe this is a hot zone. Maybe you have a lot of customers that want to have the service from this point, and you will be able to connect them. And this will give you an idea of where do I need to build a new project, for example, or put a box or change in splitter. Okay. And we have also the adjacencies. And this will help you, this adjacency will help you to build your network in an easier and fast way. Okay, for example, if I have right here this box and I wanted to go like from this point to this point, for example, I just can make like the connection from the adjacency like this. Okay. And I don't want it to put it to go to this route. So right here, if I create a new cable, I just can click and click right here. We also have this technology that's called adjacencies. So basically right here, you will be able, and OZmap will give you the um, shortest route to make the cable go through, okay? So at this point, for example, if I want to build a cable that comes from this point to this point, I just need to add it like this. And I will tell, okay, I want this box to be my first point and this one the last point. So the system will ask you, do you wish to generate the cable using the adjacencies? I will say yes. So basically, it will give me like the shortest route. As you can see, I have two routes right here, but OZmap will give you the shortest route, okay? And I just can put the cable type right here, for example, if I want to use this one, and I can put the deployment status if it is implanted or not implanted. I can generate, and just like that, I just generate a new cable with no clicking, just only with the technology of OZmap. And it will save you a lot of time when it comes to creating a new project. Okay. So yeah, basically OZmap will help you to do this and to make your experience in building and designing your network and in a better way and the quicker way. So I'm sharing my screen. You see my screen? Yeah, yeah, I'm seeing that you can. So this is OZmap. Right here, let me put this internet because it's not working. And this is in Spanish. Let me change the English. Okay. Well, basically, right here in OZmap, we will see all the elements that I was seeing just in OZmap, and we have right here the read QR code. Just let me just go again into this. Okay. Do I have the permission? Gina. I don't have it. Now I do. Yeah. Sorry for that. Yeah. Now I can see it. So basically, just to show you what OZmap is, I was working in this project, and I will see all the elements just like I was seeing on the computer. Okay. So talking about the QR code, for example, I have two options. Right here, where it says search element, I have that QR code like icon. So for example, if I'm going to scan this QR code, it will take me to the exact point for that box, okay? In this example, the box is the Hoop 48. So I will see the box details and I will see all the information, the deployment status, the tags, the comments, and also the connections, like for example, the splitters. And also, if I want to add some client from here, I just can do it. And I can make like the route of the drop from the box to the house. And also I will see the cables with the buffers, the losses, and the status like is if this is free or not. And I can also generate the logical diagram as I told you yesterday, well, today, that you can just generate the diagram of all the connections inside. Well, you will be able to see it just right here. Let me just generate it right here. My internet's something that sometimes kills me. It must be online. I am online. I just don't have internet. Also, Sarah, all the information that I will be seeing right here on OZmap, it's like basically I don't need to like refresh in OZmap just to see what the technician is doing, okay? Because if the technician tells you like, okay, I found a box right here, a pole, the person that is in the office will see everything just at the same time, okay? This is a diagram that I was talking to you. Basically, I will see all the connections, the splitters, the projects, the name of the box, the coordinates, and right here, the names of the cables, okay? And I can also export this, like in OZmap. I can export it into a photo or PDF. And I will be able also to see like the properties or the posts. And the posts basically are like the photos that I can show to my team that it's on the office. For example, let's make the example right here. If I'm telling this person that in this box is happening something and I want them to see this, I just can add a new post. Like for example, right here. And right here, I can add a video, photo, voice note. And just right here, uh, I can add a photo, for example. Let's say something is happening on this box. This box is my desk. I can create the post. And if I go inside OZmap, I'm going to stop sharing my screen now. If I go inside OZmap, and I look for the hub is hub 48. I believe is this one. Hub 48. Okay. If I go right here into the post, I will see the photo. So basically, the technician can tell me, okay, this is going on right here, and I need you to see it, but I don't want to send it to you for like WhatsApp or something like that. I want to everything just be right here. They can do it, and it will show you the exact place where this picture was taken and the hour and the person that actually did it, okay? And if you want to update this file or download or delete, remove, you will be able to do it. And talking about the QR code, it's basically that. I just can generate, for example, another one just like this on a PDF. I have it now. So once I have it, I just can scan it from here. And I can just scan this. And as I told you, if the technician or the company just put this QR code inside their boxes, like for example, I can do it just not in a project, but because sometimes the technicians just don't know where this box is located inside the project, okay? Because they don't handle this part. So they just can go into read QR code, and that's it. It will take you to the exact point where the box is. In this case, it's just right here. But I don't have my internet. It's just not working really well. It's not showing me. And another stuff that I can just do right here, it's just to use the linear distance and download the map, because sometimes the technician maybe are going through a place that maybe they don't have connection to internet. So that's not a problem at all, because they can download this map in low resolution and high resolution, and they will be able to create dependencies. For example, if I want, and I'm a technician, and I want to tell you that you are on the office, something is happening here, or I want to create a new dependency that's called, for example, fusion. I just can create the type, and I can create also like the post, like for example, the photo or the video. The technician will be able to create all dependencies with no internet. Okay. And if I want to add a photo, for example, like this, and just thinking like, okay, I'm creating this on the field, but I don't have any internet. They will be able just to create. And once they go to the office or maybe their houses, right here in this point, you will be able to see like the send posts, okay? And send dependencies. So basically, they just can click right there, and the post talking about the photos, videos, or stuff, and dependencies will be sent to the OZmap machine, and no information will be lost at that point, okay? So they will be able to work with no internet, to scan the QR code, to put the photos inside, to see the connections, to generate the logical diagrams. And also, for example, if I want to work with this box right here, and I have these cables, if I want to illuminate or using the OTDR to the right or the logical diagram to the right, in this case to the right, but it maybe can be to the left if the system sees that it's a left and a right there. You can just use it. Okay. And the illuminate will go from this point to this point. I can turn off the light just right here. And I can also use the OTDR, because sometimes they're on the field and they're using the OTDR, and the OTDR tells them like, okay, 50 meters away, it's the rupture. So they don't know how many meters away are, and they need to start walking or something like that. You just need to use the OTDR, but the distance, for example, 20 meters, and OZmap will tell them on the field what's going on. And like, okay, from this point to this box that you are using the OTDR to this point, it's the rupture. So go there. And basically, they will save a lot of time in talking about like walking or going to some point and another point, maybe to use the OTDR. It's really simple. And they can also copy the coordinates, for example, if they need to send the coordinates to some other people of the team, they can just copy into the clipboard. And basically, they can also generate the logical diagram to the right, like from one point to the last point, and in this case will be like the OT, and they will export it also like they are in OZmap. Basically, in OZmap, the technician will be able to do everything, but they won't be able to create the elements, okay? They can create dependencies, and dependencies can be transformed into elements inside OZmap.
I mean, I think it's pretty cool. And I know that people really like using apps like this. because now you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about printing anything off or bringing a laptop along to site. You can just simply scan the QR, or you can
Yeah.
log in using the app and be able to have your technician find exactly what he needs to find. Like it's taking different systems and combining them together. And by having an in-network OTDR, I mean, that's really going to change things for people. It's really going to make things a lot better. So yeah, that was really, really impressive. I mean, like not only is it GIS software, but it's also got troubleshooting. It's got awesome tools for technicians, including the application that goes on your phone or the app that allows almost like a map. Well, it is a map, you know what I mean? It allows the technician to be able to look on their phone and look for their ticket list and be able to um, find exactly where they need to go and what they need to do. I mean, like it's combining a lot of different tools. And I mean, though, got to try to keep the video short, there's just so much to OZmap. I mean, there's just so much functionality into it. We basically just touched on it. So thank you so much. This is awesome. I mean, like I'm really impressed with it and I'm excited and I'm sure that a lot of the viewers are going to be really excited about it. So if you guys like that content, don't forget to go and check out OZmap. The link will be in the description below. And leave any comments or questions that you have for the OZmap crew, and they'll be watching the comments in the video and be able to answer questions for you. And if you like my content, like and subscribe. I also have a Patreon. Thanks, guys, and we'll catch you later.